Yes, it's 2 o'clock. And this is our first ever live cast for High Vibe Radio. I'm so excited to finally do this, and I'd like to thank the platform StreamYard for allowing us and for giving us this chance to use their platform for the live video. I have today my special guest, Miss Earlene Lee Collis Smith. And let me introduce first Miss Earlene. We're both excited to do this because she told me that she is a bit, nervous to do this, but I told her this is going to be fun. Okay, let me pull up some documents here. Okay. Miss Arlene studied architecture in FEU, and she did freelance and work as a draftsman for a couple of years. Then she worked as a customer service representative for years before she moved to UK. Okay. And her first job was a production operative in a logistic company. Yeah. And 6 months after, she got a job as a quality trainer. And she told me that she moved to East Coast and started from the bottom again because she likes to live near the ocean, near the sea. And like me, she is a nature lover, and she worked as a operative for a year in a clean room industry and become a team leader in that job. Okay. But she's also a visual artist. This is the thing that I'm most interested in about her artistry. Um, she co-created a group called 4S, which means styles, strokes, and sketches, to help our fellow Filipino artists to join in the fun in art tournaments and get recognition. She also published a children's book that illustrated and that she illustrated, and it's called Mr. Lavender's Best Valentine Day Ever. So, guys, let's welcome uh, Miss Arlene. Hi.
Hi. Thank
Hi,
you for having
Arlene.
me.
Yeah. So, you just woke up, right?
Oh,
It's very early there in
sep-
UK.
7 a.m. Yes.
7 a.m. Okay. So, tama ba yung mga in-introduce ko kanina, yung sinabi ko about
Yeah.
you? Or would you like to
Uh,
add more about yourself?
well, it's quite sum it all. Yeah, literally, I came here in UK
Mm-hmm.
and married an Englishman, and
Mm-hmm.
I worked first as a production operative,
Mm-hmm.
and afterwards, I got recognized, I guess, because Filipinos are hardworking. So
Mm,
and then mas maganda rin yung English natin mas clear.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And I think because here in UK you get to work with a lot of different people like
Mm-hmm.
Indians, like
Mm-hmm.
Romanians,
Mm-mm.
so mix lahat. So they
Okay.
need a person that can actually explain better to
Mm-hmm.
these people,
Mm-mm.
this staff. So
Yes.
quite great. I've actually worked there for 5 years, and then we decided to move to the East Coast kasi gusto ng husband ko, well, we both like to be near to the sea kasi mas fresh yung
Mm-mm.
air. Although,
Right.
masarap naman yung ano dito. Kahit sa previous job ko, previous where I used to live before, okay
Mm-hmm.
naman siya kasi
Mm-mm.
ang UK kasi mas when I first came in here, iba yung freshness nung ano no, nung air.
Yeah,
So,
I could just imagine.
pero mas better talaga sa ano, near the sea. So, and then my husband has a business as well. So, mas
Mm-hmm.
maganda yung type ng business niya dito sa East Coast kasi maraming pupunta mga turista.
Mm-mm.
And That's it.
Ah,
That where it
so you're
started.
married to a foreigner, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. And what does he do, if you
Um,
don't mind? Mm,
yeah, I don't mind. And when I first came here in the UK, we work in the same company
mm-mm,
in that logistic company, and then he decided to uh, create a business.
mm-mm,
One reason is that he has a problem with his back, so he has to stop
mm-mm.
working. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-stand ng matagal.
Okay. Mm-mm,
And he's always in pain. So, ganun ang nangyari. So, that's the reason why he thought that siguro mas maganda kung mag-business na lang ako. And it
mm,
started from there on.
mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm. I see. But okay, let's move forward to your arts. This is what I'm really interested about.
Okay.
But before we talk about that, let me touch first on the subject of COVID-19. Okay, because we're under quarantine right now. Are you still under quarantine in UK?
Yeah, we are. We are on lockdown still, but
Mm-mm,
we can go out for four
mm-mm.
reasons. The first reason is dapat key worker ka.
Okay,
So,
and you are one,
and
right?
fine, yes.
Uh-uh.
And second is if there's health reason na kailangan mo talaga lumabas, like
Mm,
magpa-check up, may
mm-mm,
appointment sa doctor. Third reason, kailangan lalabas ka lang pag bibili ka ng mga essential things like you need your food,
mm-mm,
those essentials. And the fourth reason, you need to exercise. Kasi,
mhm.
ano kasi yung mga Briton mahilig sila lumabas, but then
Oh,
to mag-walk, just to,
okay.
kasi hindi mo pwedeng, number one kasi dito ang pangangailangan ng tao So, yun ang nirerespeto ng government. Basta may social distance.
Mm-mm.
So,
Yeah, I
yun.
see.
Kaya lang,
Oh, mm-mm.
the problem is, siguro, late na kami nag-lockdown. The reason why we have loads of infected dun sa,
Cases. Mm-mm.
oh, sa
Mm-mm. I see.
COVID.
But is there like what's this? Meron bang time na pwede ka lang lumabas? Do you have a curfew?
No, no, we don't.
Wow, you
Wala
can
kami.
go out at
Yeah,
night?
we can go out na at night, pero kailangan may reason ka.
Mm-mm. Yeah, the
Uh,
four
So,
reasons
me,
that
I
you
work in the evening
mentioned.
shift.
Mm-mm.
So, my husband has to pick me up. Although, alam mo ba, 5 minutes lang away, pwede kong lakarin for eight
I,
minutes yung
mm-hmm.
workplace ko. But then, he insisted, no, I'm going to get you. We also was given, pag worker ka, we have a certain, what do you call this? Parang certificate na
Mm-mm.
if the police will saw you on still obviously on the wee hours, mga anong oras, this oras na ng gabi, and you
Mm-mm.
have to show them that. So, I
Mm-mm.
have to have it all the time.
I see.
Yun, ganun lang.
So, did you have any anxiety because you're a key personnel, you're a key worker? So, what were your feelings before when there was the lockdown was announced?
I didn't really actually, hindi ko siya naramdaman. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
actually feel na may lockdown. Kasi
Mm-mm.
dito, wala kang makikitang nakamask.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's so different. Like,
Really, walang nakamask
walang
when you go
nakamask.
out?
Yes.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah, walang nakamask. Pag nakamask ka, people will like look at you like,
really?
may sakit ka ba? Ba't ka nakamask? Ganun. So,
Talaga?
yeah. So, if may sakit ka, better wag ka na lang lumabas kasi ikaw lang yung
Mm-mm.
mapapahiya. Kasi pag
I see. So
but
the
then,
vibration there, the energy there, it's like it's a normal, normal day, normal.
because I live in the East Coast, it's much more quieter here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because usually mga ganitong time, season,
Mm-mm.
marami ng mga turista. So we
Mm-mm.
try to stop them. from coming
Mm-mm.
here, lalo na
Okay.
yung mga local tourists. So,
Mm-mm.
we try to tell them that, look, may lockdown, you can't,
Mm-mm.
and then every shop here, every establishment here are closed. So,
Mm,
talagang hindi sila pwedeng pumunta. But
okay.
then, hindi mo maiwasan yung iba kasi may mga caravan sila dito. They insist on
Mm-mm.
coming here. But then,
Mm-mm.
ano namang may enjoy? Siguro yung sea life lang. Lalabas sila just to, ano. But then, any other things like, like mga shop, maaga kasi nagsasara. Like before,
Mm-mm.
um, we have a grocery store that's open 24 hours. Meron din
Mm-hmm.
kaming until 12 midnight. Pero ngayon
Okay.
nagsasara sila na maaga. Mga 10 pa
Mm.
lang, mga 8 pa lang, sarado na sila.
Ah,
So,
okay. What about the beach? Is it still open to public?
yeah, because pwede mo naman kasi sabihin sa kanila na you just went out you just went out for a walk kasi it's
Mm.
part yun ng ano mo,
Uh-uh.
exercise mo,
Yeah.
routine. So,
But you
but
can go
you don't
on
have
a picnic sa
no,
beach
you
or
can't,
not?
you can't stay
Oh,
there
okay.
for a picnic or what.
Mm-mm.
You can have a walk, but that's it.
Mm-mm.
And then pag may
Mm.
nakakita sa'yo, so far, wala pa naman kami nakikitang mga pasaways dito sa may area
Uh-uh.
namin. Well, I'm not sure in London. I haven't been there for ages. It could be as different
Yeah.
than in here in the East Coast kasi mas
Mm.
quieter dito eh. Hindi
Mm.
namin mafe-feel dito yung na may COVID talaga. Alam mo yung gano'n.
Right.
So, it's quite different.
It's very different from here in where I live in Lipa. Actually, here we have like right now we have a quarantine pass,
Uh,
and it's Thursday and we're allowed to go out, but we're only allowed to go out until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So in just an hour, less than an hour, close na yung road. They cannot go out, and then the rest of the days, like tomorrow, we can only go out until 12 o'clock noontime. So we have to do it, the all the things that we need to go. If we need to go out, we have to go out and do everything in that span of time from morning to 12 o'clock. And everywhere you go, you can see people wearing masks. It's not you're not allowed to go anywhere without
yeah.
it. So I'm surprised that
Not,
there it's
I
still
don't know why the government actually didn't impose it on us, but I don't know. But at work, because I'm a key worker, basically what we do is provide PPE for our hospitals, pharmaceutical companies. So,
mm-mm,
marami kaming mga pharmaceutical companies na kami yung nagpo-provide ng PPE nila. And also hospitals, but not all the hospitals kasi hindi naman namin kaya. It's a big company, but then again, alam mo yung normal na rasyon mo na you just
mm-mm,
give them and then now it's doubled. We can't give more to other
mm-mm.
hospitals.
I see.
So,
Mm-mm.
kung sino lang yung mga dating kliyente namin, yun dun lang kami nagfo-focus.
Okay.
And so we do provide, and also when we are at work on site, we have to wear, like, we have to have social distancing and we also have to wear PPE. So
Mm-mm.
part ng ano namin, kung ano yung sinisell
Mm-mm.
namin, yun din yung
Mm. That's what you're
sinusuot.
required to use. Okay, I
Mm.
see. So what about now? Are the cases going down or still the same,
So,
or what are?
as far as I know, kasi I stopped actually, checking kung ilan ang kasi nakaka-depress and I try
Yeah.
not to watch news all the time. At first, yung mga bago-bago pa lang, I even posted it on my Facebook account. But then, at first, I thought, no, I'm not gonna post any negative things. I mean, it's not gonna help. It's not going to
Yes.
help us out. But
Mm-mm.
just, alam mo yon, you just have to be responsible. You don't have to go out if it's not necessary to go
Mm-mm.
out.
Mm-mm.
Although my husband loves to drive around, and I try to keep telling him, no, you can't keep going out. You might pass it to me. But fortunately, we don't have any cases here, I think. Kung meron
Mm.
man, It could be one, but then it wasn't even, I'm not even sure if it was COVID.
Mm,
But
mm,
then again, it's a small town, so it's
mm.
probably about 20 or 30,000 people lives in this town, so it's not a lot.
I
Uh,
see.
That's good.
Yeah. That's good. That's good to know because here we're getting, cases every day. But like you, I don't also focus on the negative
Mm.
aspect of the pandemic. It's better to just, vibrate in a positive. I know that you believe in the law of attraction
Yes,
and all that
I
stuff,
do.
right?
Thanks to you, because I don't actually. I mean, I've heard about it before, but
Mm-hmm.
um, when you keep posting stuff like so much positive views around you, I was like, okay, what? I love this lady, and every time I post something, and I was like, oh, you have this workshop once, and I said, okay, I would love to join. I'm always lean into positive things, even before. Ayoko ng gulo. I don't like anything na, alam mo yun, nakaka-depress
Mm-mm.
pagka ano. And then when you introduce this to us, or yeah, to us,
Yeah, to your group.
to the group,
Uh-uh.
'di ba, I felt enlightened. Oh, this is about it. And then from there on, I started, I don't know. It's true that when you actually, when your group of friends are into it, parang you attract, di ba? Then every time, like, meron sa newsfeed ko na I don't even know this person, like Abraham Hicks,
Mm-hmm.
like Dr. Joe Dispenza, and
Dispenser.
it keeps popping on even on my
Mm-mm.
YouTube, and I was like, oh wow. So I
Mm-mm.
love listening to them every time I get home, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful message. Parang it makes you even more positive. Like at
Mm-mm.
work,
True.
I
Mm-mm.
I handle about, now nag-increase yung staff ko from 70, naging 16 or 17 yung staff ko. And
Okay.
imagine the stress that I get kasi ang laki na nila tapos nag-aaway-away pa. So I have to be, di ba? I mean, I have to be neutral. So
Mm-mm.
kailangan mapaliwanagan mo sila.
Yeah.
Minsan nagdadabog.
Oo.
Alam mo yung ganong
Are you
stress level.
handling different, uh, are you handling Filipinos or, mixed?
No, I'm handling in English, Polish, Latvian,
Oh,
Indian,
okay.
Russian. Oh gosh, yeah. And I have one Filipino staff. She's obviously wala akong problema sa kanya kasi pag alam mo naman Pilipino,
Mm-mm.
very hardworking. So
Mm-mm.
the others, um ayun, may problema kasi yung iba matagal na, pasaway, 'pag
Mm-mm.
inutusan mo, they would say, "Oh, why me? Why pick me?"
I could just
So
imagine.
I'm like, "Oh my god."
You're basically you're basically handling and dealing with a lot of different energies, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then most of them have been there. I mean, was working there for far longer than me, parang
Mm-mm.
15 years, 20 years, 40 years.
Ako.
And they're set on their ways, 'di
Oh,
ba? So you have to have a patience, like,
right,
okay, you
right.
have to remind them, look, this is part of your job.
Mm,
I'm not giving it to you because I was picking on you. I was giving it to you because I can rely on you to do the task, diba? So
good.
there are sort of things that you have to make sure that, it's not because, I was picking on them na to do this stuff na ayaw ng iba. Sabi
Mm,
ko, look, the task I gave you was once I was, was the one that I was in charge of. Diyan ako dati nag-work.
mm,
So,
mm. So
tapos
you
sabi
know, you
niya,
understand the responsibilities.
so I do understand the importance of that role. Sabi ko,
Yeah.
it
Mm.
means that I trust you to do
I
the job,
trust
di
you.
ba? And then they were like,
Dang.
Okay, thank you. You
That's
know what I mean?
positive reinforcement. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was quite very challenging, but it was fun for me.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Because I never had any experience regarding about leading people,
mm-mm,
and all of a sudden, this was actually when I started with you. That workshop was it about
mm-mm.
around December, wasn't it?
Yes, I
Was
did.
it last
Yeah.
year?
No,
2 years?
no, November, I think.
Was it 2 years? Oh, was it just last year?
Last year. Mm-mm,
Oh, wow. Well, I went home in Philippines around May, and I was like very, alam mo yun, I haven't been home for like 10 years in
mm-mm,
Philippines.
okay. Mm-mm,
So, I was so excited. Parang dun ako kumukuha ng strength sa family ko.
mm-mm,
Kasi I
mm-mm,
haven't seen them for a long time. And seeing my parents na, it's so different when you actually watch them or talk to them in video and Skype. And it was like, alam mo yon yung tapos pag nakita mo in person, they grow so old, and I was like,
mm-mm.
I can't believe that. Why? What's going on?
Yeah.
And I keep hugging them, and then when I came back here in UK, I felt relieved. I felt like refreshed, like oh, I've seen my family. I'm okay again,
Mm-mm,
and because and then I got the job. Like it was offered to me. It was never like hindi ko siya hindi ako na interview lahat-lahat parang binigay sa akin ng
uh-uh,
universe like
mm-mm,
I only uttered it once with my boss. Sabi ko, oh, I'm going to apply to that job. But it was just like for fun, you know what I mean? Like, pero hindi ko ginawa, hindi ako nag-apply.
yeah, that's the law of
The moment that
attraction
I
working in your
did,
life.
and when
Mm-mm,
you look back to it, parang, oh, that was it. Do you know what I
yes.
mean? Like, that was it. That's the answer why. And
Mm-mm,
I think pagka-positive ka lang na tao and you do what you have to do as long as it's for good, di ba?
mm-mm.
And it's
True.
manifest. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
beautiful.
manifests.
Thank you.
Don't push
Thank
against
you
it.
for
You don't.
introducing it to me, di ba? Parang I can actually alam mo yon, nakikita ko na okay, this is what it is.
Mm-mm,
I can create my future now. I can create my destiny. I don't have anyone say, oh, you can't do this. No, I
mm-mm.
was like brave enough to do it. Like, oh, I can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
they can do it. I can do it. Why not?
Mm-mm,
Right?
mm-mm.
Never say.
True.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Now
No.
let's go to your arts. I'm so excited to show them
Uh-huh.
your work. Okay, let me share first the screen, okay?
Okay.
Just a moment. Sandali. Okay, let me share this lang. Guys, these are Erlene's beautiful work of art. Okay, so tell us what is this all about? When did you do this?
I think this was 3 years ago. I think.
Oh, three
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you graduated as an architecture, right?
Yeah. I started.
And when was it that you realized that you have this skill or this gift, this talent of painting and drawing and sketching and doing visual arts?
I always love drawing. I
Mm-mm,
grew up. I mean, not. I don't think we have an artist in our family. So, alam mo yon yung naka-program na sa mind mo na my dad will always says, why are you going to keep drawing? I mean, kasi gusto ko dati, at first, kasi yung mga tito ko, engineer and doctors,
ah,
and they always tells me like, okay, magdoktor ka na lang, and I was like, no, I mean, ayoko ng ano, kasi parang ang haba-haba, wala akong pasensya. So,
Mm,
but I've always been very creative ever
mm.
since I was a child. Nung my mom kasi may tindahan, may shop yung mom ko, and then there's a lot of comics. So,
Yeah,
and then
I
kasi yung mom
remember
ko,
comics.
busy sa tindahan, she's
Mm-mm,
just going to put me on top of this drawer para hindi
mm-mm,
ako makababa at kung saan-saan. And then there's a lot of comics there. I was so fascinated with all these drawings. So lagi ko siyang ginagaya. And
uh-uh,
then to the point na every day, kasi sa Chinese school ako dati nag-aaral. And
mm-mm,
then um palipat-lipat kami kasi my dad was assigned in Mindanao. So
mm-mm.
nasa Chongwa ako dati sa may Mandaluyong.
Oh,
And
okay.
then lumipat na naman kami sa Mindanao kasi we have to go to my dad. And then hahanap na naman ng Chinese school. So wala akong masyadong set of friends. So parang lahat ng ano ko lagi na ako nagdo-drawing. And when my mom keep buying me papers kasi nga puno lahat sa drawings, nagagalit yung mommy ko. So sabi niya, okay, Arlene, I know you like drawing, but you can't keep drawing on a clean paper. Try the scratch paper. Ay, ayoko. Gusto ko malinis yung canvas ko. But anyway, looking back, nakakatuwa. Nung mag-high school ako, I don't know why I was fascinated with architecture. Kasi I think I met isang customer namin sa shop na engineer.
Mm-mm,
Tapos sabi niya, oh, you like drawing, but why don't well, you're not interested in architecture. It's like art as well. So
mm,
doon ko na sabi ko, sige, I might uh, take architecture in university. Nasambit ko lang yon, but not knowing na paglipat namin sa Manila, kasi nag-high school ako sa Mindanao, paglipat namin sa Manila, um,
your ano na,
sabi ng
final.
ko, oo, sabi ko, "Daddy, ayoko mag-doktor, ayoko mag-nurse." Kasi uso ang mga nursing
Ah,
noon, eh.
right.
Oo,
Mm,
ayoko mag-nurse kasi lahat na lang nagne-nurse, eh. Sabi ko,
yeah.
tapos sabi ni dad, "Okay, so you like art." Tapos sabi ko, "Yes." Tapos sabi niya, "Okay, so if you like art, why not architecture?" Naisip ko, hala, architecture? Sabi ko, "Okay." Kasi
Mm,
more in art din naman yon. And then, and then sabi ng dad ko, okay, alright, first, ititest ko muna yung math skills mo. Kasi my dad is an accountant. Tapos sabi ko,
okay.
and then, hindi ako pumasa. Kaya sabi niya, FEU ka lang. I'm not trying to say, but then, sabi, kasi, my uncle, lahat, my dad graduated in FEU as well. So,
Mm,
chine-check lang niya yung level ng math ko. Kaya sabi niya,
mm,
sige, mag-FEU ka na lang. But anyway, ayun, I was an architecture student. Nagustuhan ko siya, but then, um, I felt, hindi kasi, na-discriminate ako in such a way na, kasi babae ka, they can't actually, give you a project, right?
mm,
Kasi you have to be in a certain, area na kailangan ano, with the rest of
mm,
the laborer, 'di ba? Parang
mm,
they can't give you that. Parang nandun yung discrimination. And then
mm,
there was a chance na I was like looking at the paper kasi naghahanap ako ng mas magandang architectural firm.
mm,
And then nag-freelance din ako at the same time, but nakahanap ako ng post ng ad about
mhm,
dun sa um, call center na job, but it didn't say na it's a call center job. It's more of like management trainee. Tapos ang laki
Mm.
ng pasahod. That's I will try that. And then I didn't know that it's actually a customer service representative and sort of job.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that
So
there I
hindi mo na
start.
you were not able to practice your your degree.
No. I
Mm.
did freelance kasi most of my classmates are into it kasi. So
Mm.
kasi may alam nilang very ako artistic ako. So pagdating sa mga design, they just give me the plan and I execute the design.
Mm.
So doon ako nagkaroon ng freelance from them. And then afterwards, I completely forgotten about it. And then, nung nag-move ako sa UK, nagkaroon ng
Mm.
chance to renew my passion in arts. So,
Mm.
try ko
Mm.
lahat ng medium and one that's that you see, I tried all the medium except oil. So, that's my
Okay.
last one because I wanted to make it special. So, ngayon,
Mm.
ano muna? Practice, practice muna.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of your your work sa FB, 'di ba? Pino-post mo siya.
Yes, I
And
do
this
have a
particular one that I'm showing everyone is so nice. What medium is this?
and
Color
this
pencil?
color pencil, yes, medium.
Yeah. Nice, nice. I really love the color.
Mm.
Uh,
Wow.
napansin ko you're more when you're using colored pencil, you're more on that what you call the muted tones, right?
Yeah, I like the
Mm-mm.
a warm, like earthly, warm tone and pastel tone. Kasi
Mm-mm.
gusto ko yung, I don't know, I think it depends on my mood sometimes. I
Yeah.
guess. Mm.
Mm-mm. What about this one? When did you write this? And can you tell me what this is all about?
Yeah, actually, I have an account in DeviantArt.
Mm-hmm.
Marami kasing mga reference doon na pwede mo siyang pwede mong i-draw. You just
Mm-mm.
have to give credit.
Mm-mm.
Tapos, ayan, I think isa yan sa mga nakita kong na nagustuhan ko na i-drawing and
I
uh,
see.
yeah.
By the
So,
way, I wasn't able to ask you, did you go into a formal lesson with
no,
regard to
it
your art?
is
Wala talagang natural ano lang siya,
yeah.
talent.
I think
Mm.
everyone has can draw.
Mm-mm.
They just have to find passion. Kasi naisip ko, dati kasi, like, bakit ang hirap gawin? But if you put your mind to it, nothing
Mm-mm.
is impossible.
Mm-mm. True, I believe that.
Mm.
Not if you put your mind into it. I
Mm.
began painting nako, 2 dekada na
Wow.
ago, and I started with oil.
Yan naman
Yeah,
eh.
oo.
Okay.
But then, kasi wala rin naman nagturo sa akin, so I had to learn. Kaya nang that time, konti lang yung mga resources, 'di ba? Wala pa naman ano no'n, internet.
Uh,
20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. So I ended up burning,
oh,
lighting on fire my canvas because I was so frustrated about my work.
bless.
And then I stopped because of that. Kasi parang sabi ko sa sarili, I wasn't confident enough. And I said, ayoko na mag-paint.
Mm.
Kasi ang dami ko nang nagawa, pero hindi ako, hindi ako satisfied sa gawa
Yes,
ko.
yes.
Even if people were telling me
It's,
na okay
uh,
naman siya, maganda nga siya,
uh,
ganyan, yung color combination, ganyan. But I
uh,
wasn't so confident. So
kasi
I,
we are
you know,
our worst critics, di
yes,
ba?
we are. We are
Yeah, like
our worst
you
critic.
always find fault, like, okay, malito. No, no, I don't like this. To the point, like, okay, I give up. And then I
Mm,
just posted it. Like, whether you
mm,
like it or not, I don't care.
I learned that now. I learned that now. Whether they like it or not, as long as
Yeah.
I feel that I did my
Self-expression,
best.
eh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and you also mentioned, you told me that you what does that? You co-created a group called 4S, 'di ba? Style, strokes,
Yes.
and sketches.
Yes.
Uh,
It
Can you
first
tell us?
started, kasi nagkaroon ako ng, I found this artist, I don't know how, but
Mm-mm.
um, he sketches portraiture, and I think nag-browse ako sa Facebook group noon, any related about art, and then
Mm-mm.
I was surprised na Filipino pala siya, but he's
Oh.
yeah, and then he was I think he lives in the US. And
Mm-hmm.
then I tried to join his group, and then
Mm-mm.
inaccept niya ako, and then from there on, maraming mga Pilipino doon
Mm-mm.
nag-group, and then he started sketching every one of us, and I was so like into it, like, oh my gosh, I wanted to learn this technique. Sabi ko,
Mm-mm.
ang galing niya talaga. And then so he formed a group. It's called Filipino Artists Portraiture something,
Mm-hmm.
FPEA.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I met a friend there. His name is Noel David. Which is my co-founder as well in Style Strokes and Sketches Society. And ano siya, at first kasi there was like, alam mo naman, pagka mga Pilipino, mayroon may mga misunderstanding talaga, and I
Mm-mm.
tried to meditate like, look, you can't why not let's just form our own group, kasi meron
Mm-mm.
siyang vision na let's try to get our group and we'll get people to sponsor us para meron tayong tournament. So tapos sabi ko, okay. And then said, go, create it. I was like, but this was your idea. And then he was, I know, but go create it, go. So I created the group, and I found the first sponsor. Um, and then, yeah, the rest is history. And I met a lot of great artists. And so kung makikita mo sa mga friends list ko, most of them, well, karamihan sa kanila, aside from my high school classmates and elementary classmates and Chinese school and college classmates, most of them, I know, they're artists.
Artist.
Yeah, in our
Mm-mm.
group, which is really good. It's been, I think we created it since 2000, and when was it? 13 or 14? So,
Mm-mm.
matagal na. Yeah. That's
Okay.
my
Well,
son.
yeah. That's your son?
Yeah, he was only 9 there.
Okay, so tell me about this. Guys, she illustrated a children's book, and it's
Yeah.
called, what is it called again? It's called Mr.
Um,
Lavender's Best Valentine Day
yeah,
Ever, right?
yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Okay, so it was my first job using a digital work.
Mm-mm.
So I wasn't even using an iPad then. My first is the Wacom. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then this girl, because I have a friend back in South Carolina, in the
Mm-hmm.
US,
Mm-mm.
uh, that is my that I met through a other social media site which called
Mm-hmm.
Orphe or Yafro dot
Okay.
or it's a photo sharing site. So my love for photo manipulation or any digital work comes from there, kasi maraming mga Americans doon na mahilig sa mga ganong klaseng art. So
Mm-hmm.
and then she learned that I love painting, drawing. Kaka-start ko lang noon sa art. And then she said, look, I had a friend
Mm-mm.
that are looking for an artist. Tapos, you might want to help her out. And I said, okay. But actually, I did that for free kasi I was trying to help her
Mm-mm.
and to to make it successful. It's her first book or second book. Pero yung
Mm-mm.
first kasi siya yung nag-drawing. And
Mm-hmm.
nagustuhan niya yung drawing ko. So I said,
Mm-mm.
okay. And that's where it started. Sabi ko, no, I need to have a second book na ako lang yung ano.
Yeah. Eh, ano you did everything, even a book cover, right?
Yeah, book cover, everything
And
from
all the illustration.
size. Yeah, there's
It's so
about
nice, actually. But the story is hers, right?
yeah, the story is hers. I just
Mhm.
illustrated the book only. So she just had
Mhm.
told me ganon ganon.
Mm.
So everything inside kung ano yung illustration, ako yung ano
Mm.
nag-interpret nung yeah.
It's very interesting. Some people out there might be interested in doing this illustration for a
Mm.
book. What can you advise them if they want to learn how to do this? How to
Oh my
illustrate
gosh.
a children's book?
Um, well, I'm not really sure. I think it comes from my heart. You know what I mean? It's like
Mm-mm.
what you understand or how you just work with unless of course you're the author yourself, you're the writer yourself, you know what you need to, you know, you make your own storyboard. But you know, since I don't have any tips, I think you just have to uh
But what
work.
but the process, like for example, when you're drawing something, yeah, there's a storyboard, right? And you base it on the storyline, right? And you base it on
Yeah,
the
it's like
script or the dialogue, or you know. So how do you do it? You do it by page or by
uh,
how can
it,
you?
it's by like hmm no, it's like you are painting the whole scenario, if that
Uh-uh.
makes sense. Like for example, because I forgot the story. Like uh, before he got discovered, the Mr. Lavender, he was in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
So before he was in the attic, so I tried to draw. The store owner went to the attic, and he was there with the lavender bright color.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's from there on. I think my when you're trying to vision, you know, visualize what you want this, you know, your audience to imagine. So it's like watching TV, isn't it? Like you just have to, okay, so the story starts first that the store owner went to the attic and found out with, and it was dark and all of a sudden, so he tried to paint it like in animation style because that's a story, that's a children's book, so it's make it as much as fun as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to finish all the
And
illustrations?
I think because I think that was about 10 pages, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken, 10 pages or 12. It took me probably 2 weeks, I think, because I was working as well at the same time. So if I have time, I try to um ins-
You mentioned that
like,
you mentioned that this is digital art, right? It's
um
not.
well, the cover, it was a pencil sketch, but I colored them in digital. Yeah.
Mm,
It
I
was a
see.
pencil sketch, but
Mm-hmm.
then the rest in the book, um the rest in I mean, I think everything is digital na siguro sa loob. I can't, it's been like 10 years.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
your son must be
not 10,
older right
probably
now.
about 8 8 or 8 or 9 years something. Yeah, it's 17 now, going 18. He
Oh,
was only 9 years old
he
then.
was only 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that he enjoyed reading the book, looking at your. I know what was his reaction when he found out that you did all the illustration in that book.
Oh, he was like, "Oh, mom, that's really nice." But you know,
Mm-mm.
it's like he grew up like at first it was he was happy, but
Mm-mm.
then when you have teenager, parang nag-iba na talaga. Nag-iba na yung mood nila. Uh, now he's already 17.
Mm,
So different for me was then
mm,
na very
I understand. I have four,
clingy
and
na
they're
ano.
all grown up. I have
Yeah,
four kids, diba? They're all grown up. The youngest is
and
21. Yeah,
wow, yeah.
21. So I know.
Yeah, you know.
I know. I
And
really
what
do.
what can you advise to me about, because he doesn't actually talk to me more about what's going on unless he always asks me though. He's like, "Mang, do you have a problem? Do you want to talk about it?" And
Ah,
very sensitive,
okay.
yeah, which I like, and and he has this wisdom as well. I think he's got it from me. I think he's more into being sensitive what others
Mhm,
go through. Like he knows him if I'm tired after work and said, "Do you want to tell me about it?" Like
mm,
that, and do you want a
mhm,
massage?
mhm.
So he's very good at that sense, but he doesn't seem to talk about himself a lot. So that makes me a bit worried because
He-
I know,
He's 17, right?
yes, at his
Comes
age,
with the territory.
yeah.
It's
And then
okay.
and I was like, because like for example, he has a girlfriend and I didn't even know.
Mm,
Then wala na sila. Doon ko palang nalaman, like, okay,
mhm.
wow, you should have told me. He said, well, it's all in the past now.
Yeah, it's like that
Yeah,
for kids that age. They tend to be secretive about their personal
yeah,
lives, and because this is the time that they're actually developing their own self-esteem, their own individuality. So they would prefer that they learn it through experiences, and they prefer to learn it also from their peers, and they feel that parang na-embarrass sila or na ano sila if
yeah.
they
Like
know.
for example, when I
Yeah.
asked, like, okay, it's like, come on, let's go. Let's instead of high five, it's like, mom, don't act like a teenager. It doesn't do it. Or my mom, I was like, yeah, why? I said, why not
Can
do it?
relate to that.
Yeah, and like, mom, stop acting like act your age. Okay.
My kids are also like that, and they call me crazy, my crazy mom, whenever they
Because I can joke
introduce
it at
me.
work. The youngest staff I have at work is 19 years old.
Mhm. Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, 19 to 65 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I have those staff there. Crazy.
Ang
But
laki ng age gap
yeah,
nila, no? 90 to
yeah, from
65.
that, yeah,
Mm. It's
exactly. So
talagang different energies you're dealing with.
exactly, yeah. But it was fun. I love working with all my teams. And
Mhm.
alam mo yon, iba-iba yung mga ano nila, iba-iba yung mga ugali, which I
Mhm.
find
Mhm.
interesting.
Okay, let's go to this picture, to this drawing. This is your own portrait, right? Am I
Yeah,
correct?
I tried to. I love flowers, and I thought it would be nice to have um, a beautiful lady with lots of, you know. I like that sort of style, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna make one using like that. And someone asked me, who did you draw that with? I don't know, it's just my imagination. So
Mm-hmm.
I like drawing faces of
Because
girls.
I remember when you posted this and you said this is a portrait of myself. Am I right?
No, no.
Oh,
I have one like that, but it's not a self portrait. It's a portrait of a friend of mine.
oh, I see.
But
Mm-mm.
it's kind of similar kasi nagustuhan niya to. Sabi niya, oh, I want something like
Oh,
that. So I
mm-mm.
draw one for her, and I think I posted it. That's
Do you,
probably.
do you accept commissions? I mean,
Uh,
when
the
if,
thing
for
about it
example,
that I
huh?
try not to accept commissions, not because I don't want. It's just I don't have the time. Kasi
Mm.
last time I did accept commission, it took a year for me to finish. Promise. And then I got so embarrassed, like, because as an artist, you need to feel like you are in that mood. Kasi the moment that it will ruin your canvas, and
Mm-mm.
especially portraiture, kasi you need to make sure that you are, you're aligned to to your, to that purposes. Kasi kung if you're not going to, alam mo yon, yung if you're not in the mood, it just makes you like maiinis ka. It will show in your work. It's not going to be as nice as it is. And
Mm-mm.
to the point na nag-stop talaga ako altogether kasi I meron akong Polish na friend at work from my previous job. Um, he commissioned me to do a family portrait kasi surprise sa wife niya. But then, I was into it, kaya lang, given the time, talagang kulang. And, but he expected it like before. And I already forewarned him that, look, I can't do it. And then at the end, ako pa nasisi, like, oh, it's supposed to be my wife's birthday. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
so not really guilty, but I thought it was already agreed na pag hindi ko kaya, I'll tell you.
Mm.
I gave you the time when I can finish it. But then, dun, medyo nagkaroon kami ng ano, and I don't like that sort of things ever happen to me again. Kasi pag ako, I don't want to make promises. Kahit ako din naman mangyari sa akin yan, I don't like it. So,
I understand totally. Yeah, this according to one of our um, one of the people who are watching right now,
oh, hi.
my beautiful friend Tess Fernando, and she said, "Your it's beautiful now."
Oh,
I believe this one. She said
I like that.
beautiful. Yeah, and there are people watching right now, listening to us, and what are your next, what do you plan, what other artworks would you be planning to do, or do you plan it, or you just do it when you feel
I'm
like it?
actually more into resin art.
Oh,
Resin art
I
is
love resin art.
Yeah,
Mm-mm,
resin art. It's something like I know we usually use the resin for putting stuff like
mm-mm.
and
Oh,
embedding
jewelry.
them or something like
Yeah.
that. But
Mm-mm,
I like it when you do a 3D art. So I'm
mm-mm.
going to show you one of my. It's a small
Oh,
canvas.
is that the one?
Yes. So it's
Oh,
like
oh, okay. I think
so.
you sent the picture to me. Just a moment. Let me.
Yes, one of
Uh,
them like that.
okay. I I I believe
A
I
small.
included it here. This one, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So it's
So
like
that's
been
resin.
so
Oh.
it's like a 3D, got a 3D effect,
Mm-mm,
and I love
mm-mm,
that because what it's when you try to make resin, and I think I got this inspired by one of this Japanese artists when he did the koi, oh no, goldfish
mm-mm,
3D
mm-mm,
painting, and I was like gobsmacked. I was like, oh my god, I want that. I want to learn that. And I had so many resins artwork, but I started in a small canvas, and I was thinking about making it to a larger scale because I
mm-mm,
never work in a larger scale. It's because it's time consuming, and I don't have the patience.
mm-mm.
Lalo na I'm working. But my main goal is to make at least 50 canvases and exhibit them in the
Wow.
future.
And in the future, and when is that future? Do you have any
Oh,
idea?
yes. Hopefully within I cannot actually because in alam mo naman pag 'di ba? It will happen, then it will happen. From the universe. Basta, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Mm,
I just need to make sure time management lang as well.
yeah.
Kasi
Mm.
if you don't make time,
Can you show me yung ano, yung ginawa mo sa camera so I can, our
I got
friends see them.
this,
That's
I got this.
nice, ano, it's a it's a picture frame, right?
It's
And
a
you
small
painted
canvas. Yeah, like, because
small
what I do
canvas
is I paint
with the
it from
frame.
here.
Mm-mm.
And
Oh,
then, meron kasi siyang, meron siyang, kasi, yung thickness niya, so if you can see, meron siyang, uh, kita ba? I'm not sure.
mm. Okay. Sige.
So,
That
pwede mo siya malagyan ng there you go.
there.
Pwede mo
Oh,
siya malagyan ng resin to
sa
make a
loob.
effect.
Yeah. And yung nasa likod, you also painted the back, right?
Yeah, I also painted the back.
With the same. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So how do you hang that if there's, pictures on both sides, paintings on both sides?
Yeah, cause gusto ko kasi if like for example you're going to put this in a stand, but if
Mm-mm.
you get tired, I can just always flip it like that. And
Oh, I see.
yeah, so para
It's
gusto
very
ko
unique.
may
Mm,
effect siya.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, ang galing. You gave me some ideas to
Yeah,
do.
you should
But
try. It's very
oo.
therapeutic, lalo na when
Yeah.
you created,
Mm, mm.
yeah,
Oo.
like
The one project that I'm aiming to do is to create, a resin table, resin art
oh,
table.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's my, one of my my
What your
goal. But of course, I have to plan it very well and start with small, small
yeah,
paintings.
small muna.
Small
Kasi
muna.
in small, parang you get, magkaroon ka ng, ng confident
Mm-mm,
to,
mm-mm,
di ba? Start small.
mm-mm.
Like me, I started small, like, okay, I did this,
Yeah.
like this,
Do
and
like
I tried.
do posters first and then
At then, hindi na natuloy kasi
ah,
naubusan ako ng resin, but
resin.
still
Oo.
started this.
Pero
So when you,
maganda pa rin siya even without.
yeah, and then when you start, and then you pour the first resin,
Mm,
so it's like layering. So the
mm,
first, and then
mm,
you try to paint
mm,
the water, and
mm,
then you pour another resin, and then you
mm,
paint the boat
mm,
like so. Yeah.
mm,
Para magmukha siyang 3D. And
mm.
I love the effect. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so you made 5 pieces, and that
Uh,
one is
I
four.
actually
Is
have
that
I've managed to create about 10, I think, but
10?
some of them are sold already.
Oh, so you sell them as well?
Well, because I don't want to, because this is my first work.
Mm-mm,
Yeah, and then a friend of mine fell in love with it, and she bought 4 of them
mm-hmm.
from me.
Some of our viewers might be thinking, how much is it worth? How
Um,
much do you sell?
how much do I sell this?
Mm-mm,
Well, for this one, the canvas, it depends kasi sa materials, 'di ba? At
mm-mm.
saka
Yeah,
sa
right.
time na
Mm-mm,
consume mo.
mm-mm,
Because for me, I only sell a piece na kaya kong i-let go. But
I
if it's
know, I totally
yeah,
understand
commission,
the feeling.
kasi pag mga ganitong first ko,
Uh,
it's very but pero sa mga commission, I do commission, but then I think for me, pagka ganito, I have to like make sure that this is for sale, for sale. I actually joined what you call this. It's Sketchfest. It's for
mm-mm,
artists
mm-mm,
that would love to sketch for an hour. Someone's going to give you a prompt, and
mm-hmm.
then as an artist, you just be creative
Mhm.
and draw for 1 hour. That is the condition, 1 hour, and then
Mhm.
you post it.
Mm-mm. Okay, that oh, I lost I lost your sound. I can't hear you. Okay, let me do this. Just a moment. Let me see the setting. Okay. Oh, it's good from my side, but I can't hear you. Will- Hmm. Let's see. There. Can you check your microphone? Oh, what happened? I can't hear you. Hey, to our viewers, I think we're having technical difficulties. Can you can you hear us, sis Tess? Can you hear us if you're still watching? For those who are still watching, can you still hear us? Because I can't hear Earlene here. Tess said that ang ganda daw ng gawa mo. Okay, so let's see. Um, I'm sorry about that. I lost Earlene. Maybe she's trying to fix her microphone and her camera as well. So yeah, ang ganda ng mga gawa niya. And that's the reason why I wanted to feature her for this episode because I know a lot of my friends. I know a lot of people who will be interested to learn about arts, especially now na nasa quarantine, perhaps people will be motivated enough and inspired to do to at least do some drawings, explore your hidden talent, explore your skills in arts, and probably with this episode, people, especially kids who are not doing anything right now and who are just at home, to perhaps if you're talented and artistic, and even if you feel that you don't have the talent or the skill, you can explore it. As Erling said, we all have this gift inside of us. We just have to tap on it, 'di ba? Kailangan lang malaman natin. Minsan kasi natatakot lang tayo that to explore and also to find out kung ano ba yung ibang kaya nating gawin, diba? So, with what she did, remember, she did not go through any formal arts education. So, sariling ano lang niya yun talaga. Like me, I also did some paintings and drawings before. Kaya lang, during the time, parang sabi ko, it's not making money for me. So, life happened. I have to move past my passion about arts. But I also explored other skills, and because of that passion, napunta ako sa iba't ibang sa ibang business that would also make use of my passion, of my creativity. And one of that is the 3D gelatin art, right? If if you go to my page, you can see I have this page, dedicate edible art, and it's about gelatin art. And so yun, don't stop knowing more about you. Don't stop being aware of what you can do. Don't stop, exploring things just because you think you cannot do it. You don't know, baka naman meron ka talagang hilig sa arts, or meron ka talagang sa arts. Okay, Erlene is back. I'll just add her. Erlene, there. I still can't hear you. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's my Uh anyways, I can still hear you. Why? You're not muted naman. Hmm. Oo. And my our viewers are not saying na ano, they not telling me if they can still hear us. Let me see ha. Tingnan ko. Ganito talaga pag live. Okay, see. Can you speak muna so I can see if I can hear if you can. Okay, Arlene, can you say something? Wala. It's not ano. Hindi ka naririnig talaga. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Okay. There you go. I'm so sorry about that, Arlene. But then, I'd like to I'd like to say, naman, nasa end na tayo ng ating program, and I thank everyone who watched the show. Thank you, Chris Castro. Hello. She said hello from California. And Ariel said, I'm present. And Thea said that, ang ganda daw ng mga gawa mo, Arlene. Yeah. So, yan. Try ulit natin.
Is it better?
Yes, that's better.
Well, thank you. Okay,
Yeah. Uh-uh.
sorry about that. I
Yeah, it's
think it's
okay.
my alarm just went on my iPad, and I think it just turned.
I see. Okay, so thank you for showing us your artworks,
Yep.
and thank you for guesting in our show, my very first ever live cast for High
Oh,
Vibe
can I
Radio.
invite everyone who loves
Sure.
drawing?
Mm-mm.
We are having a sketch fest. It's a
Mm-mm.
worldwide. Um, uh, it's invite everyone's invited to join. You can actually join the sketch fest, and then you just literally have to draw for 1 hour, and
Mm-mm.
then if someone would like your sketch, they will buy it from you. So this is where I got all my my customers from when they
Mm-mm.
buy or bought my arts. Yeah.
I see.
That.
You can just search for it online,
And
Sketchfest.
yeah, they
Or do
can
you have?
they go to Ellen Million. I'm going to just plug it in. Just give me a moment.
Okay,
And it says Ellen Million Sketchfest.
I might try that.
Yeah, you'd love it.
And I'll ask my son because my son is also good. She's good. No, I have a son and a daughter who is also very into the arts. So
How
maybe they
about
can
Odin?
join as well. Yeah.
Is Odin loves
Odin?
yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay.
Sketch Fest.
It's
Okay, so
Ellen Million
that's
Graphics. I
Ellen.
don't know if it's two.
Okay, Ellen Millie Graphics.
Million.
Okay. EllenMillionGraphics.com. Okay, let me check if it's Ellen Million Graphics. Okay, I see it. Ellen Million Graphics. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so again, to our viewers, if you want to join, you can join the Sketchfest at
Yeah.
EllenMillionGraphics.com. Okay, enjoy the 1 hour drawing and post it.
Yeah.
Marina,
A
and
lot of people are going to post a prompt, and then you just have to choose what prompt you want to use.
yeah, I lost you again. But anyways, so that's our thank you, Erlene. Thank you for spending your time early in the morning there to join me in this program. And guys, if no, if you're listening and watching right now, you go to her page, Earlene Collis Earlene Lee Collis Smith, and like all her ano, all her artworks there that are ano, available to be seen on her Facebook page. Yeah. Earlene, once again, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Wala ka, I can't ask you to do ano parting words because we can't hear you. But anyways, thank you very much. Guys, thank you then for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of High Vibe Livecast. Thank you, Arlene. Bye bye. Thank you, thank you. So, ayun na po, we're ending this broadcast and I'll see you tomorrow. High five!